The difference between a good and terrible wrestling gimmick may have a major influence on a wrestler's career, and while they have a lot of say in how they are portrayed, ultimately it is up to the booker. This is especially true for WWE, particularly during Vince McMahon's tenure as CEO. Of course, it is in WWE's best interest to develop interesting gimmicks for wrestlers to immerse themselves in, but there have been occasions where the company has employed different personalities to punish someone. While some have been able to make these punishments work, others have failed to do so. That being said, I'm KB Mark from WBP TV, and these are 10 gimmicks that were meant to be served as punishments. Please don't forget to leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, and push that notification bell to stay up to date. Now without further ado, let's cue that intro.
I'm a visionary, revolutionary. I'm a visionary, revolutionary.
Adrian Adonis was a gifted performer who should have established himself as a hard-hitting, tough wrestler before signing with WWE. Most people anticipated to see that from him all the time, but Vince McMahon had other plans and retribution in mind. This was due to Adonis gaining some weight, and his employer wasn't thrilled about it, so he designated him as adorable, requiring him to undergo a big character makeover to play up that fact. Due to his height and power, One Man Gang was a hard-hitting wrestler who was easy to take seriously, but when the business changed his gimmick to Akeem the African Dream, fans were skeptical. The gimmick was bad, and it made little sense in light of what he had been doing prior. This was handed to him as a punishment for missing certain dates, something that WWE takes very seriously. Because they were disappointed with him all the time, he was saddled with a difficult to deal with persona. Wrestlers are not allowed to request time off since they are expected to be accessible at all times. As a result, when Ricky Steamboat requested a vacation following WrestleMania 3, Vince McMahon looked to punish him. He accomplished this by giving him a dragon and made it the entire focus of his character. The notion was that it would be hard to get over, relegating Steamboat to the mid-card, but he was far too skilled for that, and he greatly overcame the character. Brodus Clay's introduction as the Funkasaurus caught everyone off guard since WWE had been building him up as a gigantic villain, and that is what everybody anticipated to see. However, once a video of Clay being humorous was brought to Vince McMahon, the company reversed gears as a punishment for him. He wanted to transform Clay's face, but he originally refused, and then he realized that making him an all-singing, all-dancing wrestler was a rib. While he might have done more as a heel, Clay managed to make the gimmick work long enough to win. The safety of wrestlers inside the ring is critical for any company, and Vince McMahon has always taken it seriously regardless of where the individual is on the show. As a result, when Perry Saturn fired bullets at a jobber during a Raw bout, he was penalized. This resulted in his famed Moppy gimmick, in which he had to be in love with a real-life mop. It was a silly persona that he would never take seriously, but that was the cost he had to pay. A gimmick in which a wrestler pretends to have an imaginary companion is always going to be difficult to overcome, and it's simple to understand why that would be punished. That is due to the fact that it was. R-Truth was given the character on purpose by Vince McMahon because he had smoked on live television. He did it in character, but it was frowned upon owing to the company's PG limits. As a result, the previous WWE chairman chose to punish Truth by giving him an imaginary companion, which he also managed to get over. When Mark Henry initially joined WWE, he was signed to a massive deal, and it was evident that Vince McMahon had enormous ambitions for him as a performer. However, the beginning of his run did not go as planned, and as a result, he was penalized. Instead of being booked as a serious name, Henry was cast as Sexual Chocolate, a humorous character who impregnated Mae Young. To Henry's credit, he made this persona work well for him, and fans are still talking about it. Mickie James was exposed to one of the most nasty Piggy James storylines in WWE history, and it all stemmed from backstage concerns. Rumors of her and John Cena being romantically engaged apparently played a role in this, as did WWE's request that she reduce weight. When James declined, the WWE turned it into one of the worst stories ever devised, which is not how one of the best women's wrestlers of all time should have been treated. Owen Hart is one of the finest in-ring technicians of all time, thus Vince McMahon's choice to make him the humorous Blue Blazer was a foolish one, especially considering it was done as a punishment. This was also a minor affair because it had little to do with Hart. Instead, this was done mostly due to Bret Hart and everything that was happening on with his departure from the organization. Owen, on the other hand, declined the narrative in which he had an on-screen affair. He remained faithful to his wife and did not want to be displayed in that manner, so he donned the mask. Dusty Rhodes, who was given the yellow and black polka dots as a rib, was another wrestling star who turned punishment into a memorable persona. Vince McMahon is said to have wanted to punish Rhodes a little after he had been in the competition for so long. However, Rhodes was able to make this figure one of the most beloved of all time since he is highly brilliant and charismatic. He embraced it all and danced his way around the ring, winning the hearts of the crowd. That's it, everyone. Let us know in the comments what you think about this video. Please don't forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and push that notification bell for daily wrestling videos. Once again, I'm KV the Mark, signing off. Until the next one.
I started with nothing and came out a king. I've been the one that's been ballin' for rings. It's been me and my team and we chasing the green. My team be the shit, we ain't ballin' for free. My team be the shit, we ain't ballin' for free.